You are now live. Pineapple cake. Hello, Julia. How are you? Hello, Bex. How are you? I'm pinning here the recipe. Now I never forget anymore. How are you? So, just two people for the moment. What did you have for lunch? What did you have for lunch, Bex? I'm good. A bit lazy. I think it's the weather. I don't know. Dressed like a pineapple, my husband said. Hello, Scott Wilson. How are you? Hello, Sandy. How are you? I'm quite happy that it's not raining, but I confess that this weather is making me a bit lazy. Almôndega de soja. Veggie meatballs, meatless balls. Pineapple, yes. Leftover dinners from last night. Scott made a curry with French fries. Curry with French fries, why not? Leftover dinner is the best, always. I love leftovers. But sometimes I push it too hard. This week I felt really sick one day because I really went for leftovers and they were a bit too old. But that's the kind of stuff that only happens with me, I think. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Is Bento watching me? My sister-in-law, people, by the way. We wait a little bit and then we start with this cake. I hope the person that asked for this cake will join the live. Otherwise, we have a problem. A real problem. Yes, otherwise you have to heat it up in a lot of small pans. Oh yes, Julia has a question for the four other people that are in the group. Oh, hello, I travel, you travel. I think I know you. The question is, if in Luxembourg people culturally have problems with microwave, or if... Sorry. Can I continue, dogs? Can I continue? Is it okay, Pablo? Okay? It's okay that the neighbor is walking downstairs? Hello, Mom. No, it's not okay. The neighbor cannot walk downstairs without their permission. Just 1 second. Hey. Okay, I came back. I think I solved the problem for probably 3 more minutes, and then they... Hello, Nadia. How are you? Probably they will start again, because if a neighbor goes downstairs, they don't like it. It's their territory. But the best part is that one of the dogs get mad at the other dog for barking first. So there's a bit of a competition. We wait just 1 more minute and then we start with the cake. I love this cake. No, it's not true. I learned how to like this cake. Hello, Jigo. Miss you, cousin. It's my cousin, people. An amazing chef if you want to check his Instagram. Jigo na cozinha. So 1 more minute and then we start with our pineapple cake. And why did I didn't like this cake before? I don't know. I think there is a big mystery about this cake. No, it's not a mystery. It's one of these typical cakes that in barbecues in Brazil, you find it as a dessert. And I always joke it that normally they leave it outside in the sun when it's 40 degrees, summer days, 40 degrees, and then the cake is there. Oh, go back to the microwave topic. I just asked if it's normal to have microwave in Luxembourg, or if it's culturally not accepted, if it's considered something unhealthy. But I will start now with the recipe, and I will just explain a little bit. Hello, Anna. Why this cake is a big, I don't know, a bit polemic in Brazil. Pineapple cake is the typical barbecue dessert, I think. But normally barbecue and events, but you know, when you gather a lot of people and it's a summer day, you decide you want to have a pineapple cake as a dessert. The thing is, it's 40 degrees, imagine the scene, 40 degrees, 42 degrees sometimes. You feel like it's 50, it's really, really warm. And then there's this cake that is there since the beginning of the event. And you know, in Brazil, you don't put cakes in the fridge like here people do it. No, we are against that. So it stays outside. And then the barbecue goes on, and it's really long, the meals in Brazil, really long. So 5 hours later, even a little bit longer, the cake is finally cut, but it's there in the sun. This cake is covered with the frosting, and it's filled with fruit filling that we are going to make it. What happens is to start some kind of fermentation. And when you try it, it's a bit almost alcoholic, I would say. It's weird. Anna, invite Davidson now because this cake is for him. I'm promising him, and then he told me that he would come with all his 7 friends to the live. So now we start with the cake. But before we start really with the cake, we will start with the filling. Because the filling takes longer than the cake itself today. So, here, let me take it. Hello, Pascal Heining. I hope I said it right. So I just turn it on here. And then we will start with our filling. And as I said, this pineapple cake is not a simple cake with pineapples on top. Like I made a little research, and I think outside Brazil, that's the typical pineapple cake. This one, not. This one is a filled cake with a little frosting around. That normally is chantilly or something that we call beijinho in Brazil. And I will do a sort of a beijinho to cover it, not chantilly. So here I have chopped pineapples, fresh ones, not from a can. I don't like canned fruits. For me, they taste a little bit like cough syrup, you know, the cough medicine. They always tasted like that for me. So just heating up a pan here. And then you can add spices to this pineapple filling if you want. In the case, I will just add cinnamon. But you could add whatever you feel like. You can add ginger. Is also, I never had pineapple cake. Thank you. Rafa is a good cook. Yeah, you know, I had a few times that I confess that it was never that great because of that, because it ferments in the sun. But if you then once I had without the fermentation process, and I said, okay, I admitted that it's good, it's really good, and it's really good kept in the fridge, things that we don't do in Brazil many times. So here my pan is now warm, and I add, you hear already the sugars of the pineapple already makes immediately a process of caramelization. Then I will add my cinnamon stick, and of course you can add just cinnamon powder. But the stick for me gives a more light cinnamon taste. Otherwise, just a pinch, tiny pinch of cinnamon, otherwise it's too much and we just want to season it. I'll just bring it quickly here to a boil. Hello, Clemence. Hello, Diego. I don't remember, Diego, if you voted for the cake or for the soup. I think you voted for the soup, right? Am I right? I don't know. So here now is just the pineapple with the cinnamon, and I want this to come to a boil, and then I will let it simmer there for around 20 minutes. So I will put it behind because then we keep going with the other phase of our recipes. For the soup, yes. The soup will come. I will talk about the soup soon. So I'll just put behind. With the lid on. And then we will go for a second filling kind of frosting. Hello, Sophia. So, since I know that in Chile you also do pineapple cake, let me know if the pineapple cake is similar than the one in Brazil. I made a little bit of research and I saw that it's different in Europe and US. I saw that they also make some sort of pineapple cake, but it's different. In US it's with buttercream. Here in Europe I see that one it's made is with the pineapple on top, a little bit pineapple tatin. And this one is like with the frosting. So we go to the frosting. What will I use for the frosting? I think you know me already by now, so you probably know already what I'm going to use. So I will start with the non-obvious. Well, for the obvious, but I don't need you to guess. And then you tell me what else will I use it. Where did what is my ingredients for the frosting? I have here a blender, of course. So Diego, you and Matthias, you are both in the same team because he always complains that he loses. In Chile with pineapples and covered with meringue. Okay, meringue is also an option in Brazil sometimes. Here I have my cashews. So, who said tofu? Someone said tofu? Yes, tofu. There is tofu in my recipe. And the firm one this time. I'll just go down here with my heat. The firm one. And then this one, the firm one. You can use the silken one, but then you have to cook for longer. And then I prefer to use the firm one. Then, of course, cashews. So both of my cliches. But I have to say that tofu and cashews in different proportions are the base for most of my creams and desserts. They're really the base. Hello, Clotre. I think I said it right. I'm not sure. So yes, now I have it here. And then I have to add sugar, of course. And it's blender time. And I think I will take you with me. Okay, there is pineapple over my blender, so let me. Not showing too much of my mess. Texture. You see, it looks like a thick cream like this. You blend it a little bit longer, and sometimes it's easier if you added a little bit of water. So I will do that so we speed up the process. Because after this cream will be cooked anyway. You saw that I speed it up really fast so you would not see the mess that is behind the scenes. Hello Alicia, hello Ivan Laterza. Love the shelves displaying the books. I did mayonnaise once with hard tofu and it was a bit sandy. Yes, when you do mayonnaise and if it's a bit sandy, if it's hard to blend, normally it's because the blender is not, it's too heavy for the blender. Then you can always add a little bit of water, a tiny bit, just to make it a texture. And in this case, I don't worry, because as I will cook, I will just have now to cook it a little bit for longer to get my texture. But if you see, I have already thick cream. And then I take my plate back. Oh. A pan. And then I transfer here my cream. And you see, for the Brazilian ones, I have some sort of condensed milk here. It's really my kind of condensed milk. And then, of course, that you could do this, this frosting also using coconut cream. But I confess that I find coconut cream, if I use it only coconut cream, I find it too heavy. So I prefer to make this kind of cream, and then I will add here 2 sources of coconut in my thing. So here I have coconut butter, that it's solid like this, because today is not so warm. Well, it's warm, but not so much, so things get solid again. But if you don't have coconut butter, you know coconut butter, it's different than coconut oil. I will show you. In Luxembourg, you find it from Nux. There's also another brand, I think Rapunzel, also have coconut butter. And the difference of coconut butter and coconut oil is that coconut butter has the solids inside. So it's like a nut butter. And I add it to my mix here. And I also add grated coconut. So if you don't have coconut butter, you can just add more grated coconut, but you will have a little bit more texture also. But it's okay. Or you can blend a little bit of the grated coconut in the cream. Then just mixing things up here. The coconut butter will appear solid in the beginning, but with the heat on, it will melt. It will be easier to work on. Hello, Nathalie. Hello, Oi, Tia Memélia. So let me know if you have any questions. Oh, Anna, you love the shelves of displaying the books. Thanks. I have even to talk a little bit about books, because I receive a lot of questions and I've been doing a cleaning up, so I've been reviewing most of them. I will do eventually a little stories about cooking books that I like. By the way, what's your favorite cookbook? And then here you have really to mix the whole time, otherwise it burns on the bottom. You can also use a non-stick pan, but it's better if you mix non-stop. You don't want to risk to burn this amazing feeling. Believe me, it's really delicious, this one. What's your favorite cookbook? Of everyone. I want to know everyone's favorite. Oops. It starts to boil a bit too hard here. Husband told me that I'm dressing like a pineapple today. Probably I am, but it was not on purpose. I woke up and I put this pullover. Not a pullover, it's like a, I don't know. I don't use cookbooks, only Pinterest and Marinola. I don't use cookbooks neither, but I buy them a lot. No, I use them, I read them. But I don't cook with them. But I don't think cookbooks are meant for you to follow the recipes. They're a piece of art. At the moment I'm using Tug Kitchen or Jack Morrow. The Hap one is also great, and not Olengi. Hap one I don't have it, but I saw already a couple of times and I agree with you. It looks amazing. I never had it in my hands, but did I have it in my hands? No, I don't think so. I think my mom has the Hap cookbook. I'm not sure. I love Hitalobo. Yes, Hitalobo is a big reference in Brazil. Hello, Irifo. Hello, Pigraph. Not really cookbook, but I love Cooked by Michael Pollan. Yes, Michael Pollan, everything, all his books are amazing. So here you will see that it starts to thicken up, and you keep going with whisking here. It needs to be quite thick for us to be able to spread over the cake. I like Hitalobo also. She's a big reference. I like Michael Pollan. So far, just yours, Bex, that I don't know, I have to say. Tug Kitchen, I know. Jack Morrow, not at all. I don't know. I will have to Google after. Do you use cookbooks to cook, or you read cooking books, or you decorate your house with it? I mostly decorate my house with it and read them. I read like I would be reading a romance. So now my filling starts to get really thick here. I'll turn on again. You see, it gets quite thick. And it gets shiny also because it starts to have some kind of caramelization with the sugars. I'll just try because, you know, I need to try stuff. It's warm. Be careful. Hello, Dad. Should I ask my dad what his favorite cookbooks? And then, of course, lime juice. I love cooking books. I love to decorate my house with them. But now I'm going through all of them because I realized that there's a lot that I don't really use it. I guess most of it online, so I don't buy books so much anymore. Yeah, there was a moment that I also stopped buying them, but I just love having them. It's like what else could you say, huh? So, tasting again. Of course, you could also add pineapple juice here, but the lime, it has more acidity. Decorate, so I stopped buying for now. BC, I'm too lazy to cook recipes which aren't super easy. My filling is ready. I will show you the perfect texture. You see, it will start degluing from the pan by itself when it's boiling, and then it's ready. It's quite spreadable already, but it's warm. So I'll set aside, hoping that it cools down in time. Or I'll just put it here, it will be faster. Hello, Claire. How are you? Putting this back. Let's check our filling here. Oh, I wish you were here to smell the pineapple. Hello, Kate. You see, it's quite dry already, but I still want that it caramelizes more. So I'll leave it here cooking, and then we will start with our cake, the cake itself. So here, in my bowl, as I always say, vegan cake are the easiest ever. So I have here flour, and if you are gluten-free, you can use a mix. I will write down the mix of gluten-free that works. In this house, in order for my husband to eat, I don't make it gluten-free. Then baking powder. Baking powder and baking soda. Like most of my vegan cakes, not all, but most of them. Especially if you are making the gluten-free version, baking soda is really important. And then the sugars, and I mix white and brown sugar. You can use just brown sugar, just be aware that it will be a little bit more dense and more humid inside, but it's not a bad thing. What else here? I have yogurt, just a tiny bit of yogurt. Olive oil, of course, you know that I use olive oil for everything, but you can use any other vegetable oil that you have it at home. Coconut oil also works, but it will make it a little bit more dense. I could swear I had another lemon, but it's okay. And then plant milk here. I'm using cashews. You probably know that I'm obsessed with cashew milk. Then I just mix everything. Vegan cakes, I don't get tired of saying, but vegan cakes are just the easiest. Hello, Cecilia Lira. How are you? So here. Now my cake is basically ready, and I will add a lemon juice. Yes, I make the cashew milk myself. It's the easiest to make ever. I have to make a story about this stuff. I know I've been promising a lot of stories, but I just been off. I don't know. But I'll start doing it. I cannot promise anymore, but I will do it. I have to start. I mix it in my lemon juice, and if you don't have lemon juice, you can use also apple cider vinegar, but a bit of acidity in this cake is really, really important. So our baking soda acts, and we have a light cake. And here you have the batter. You just pour over the pan. And basically that's it. Then oven time. And look how cool it is. It's baked already. It's magic. That's why I was not worried, because today I was prepared. So 1 second, I will just bake the cake here. Do you make the cashew milk yourself? Yes, I had to make it in advance, because I know that cakes, they never take the time of their life. So this time I was prepared. Hello, Angie. Back to my pineapple here. I have to say that the friend that have been asking me to make this recipe since 10 years, I calculated in my mind 10 years that I've been promising this cake for him, and he's not on the live. He's out of my 7 list for sure. Our vegan cooking fairy is doing magic. Yes, I have to start doing the magic, because otherwise I will never finish the lives with you. Because cake is always better when it's rested. So when you bake it at home, really important, you will bake for around 20-25 minutes. It will be dry, everything, but the best is not to cut it when it's warm, because otherwise it will look undercooked. Especially vegan cakes, they look undercooked when they are warm. They need to rest, and once it's cooled down, then better one day for another, you can fill it up. Otherwise, it's this cake that people sometimes said the recording. I don't keep the recording anymore, so he will miss it. The vegan cakes, not every cake actually. Sometimes people ask me, Marina, why my cake is never straight when I feel it? And I say, because you feel it warm. When it's warm and you feel it, the cake is still like the structure is not fixed yet. So the cake starts dancing to one side or another. Here, our pineapple filling here. The pineapple is cooked. It's not caramelized. but it's cooked. And then I will add here now my sugar, and not a lot of sugar. So another difference with Chilean ones is that made with canned pineapples and the juice. No, we sometimes in Brazil people use canned pineapples, but I don't like canned pineapples, so I would never use it. I don't like canned fruits. For me, in general, I'm not a big fan. So now I'll add the sugar, and it's not a lot, as you can see. It's just a little bit of sugar, just to help out the caramelization and help to also stick everything together, because the caramel is what will stick together. Hello, Liebchen, how are you? Then you keep, it has to keep boiling, and I will put to the side here. Bring you a little bit here. I don't know how to choose a pineapple in the shop. Really easy. I don't have it in here anymore, but you just take it out the center leaf on the crown. By the way, Matty told me that that's the only thing missing in my head here, the crown. You just take the leaf out, and then you have it. If it comes out easily, it's ready. If you have to make an effort, it's not ready. Really, it's the fruit that you miss the most. I'm not, I never eat pineapple just like that. I have a little bit of it's not intolerance, but a sensibility. So my mouth gets full of wounds. I don't know how to explain. It hurts my mouth. But I like it in juices and in desserts. What's your favorite fruit, everyone? I want to know favorite fruit of everyone here in the live. Now my cake is here. Can you see it? I hope so. Let's see. Yes. Pineapples here are too sweet. Okay, that's a first. Strawberries. Strawberries, your first I travel, you travel. So I know already what to have it at home. I didn't know it was your favorite. Passion fruit is one of my favorites too. Cherries, nectarines, raspberries. Oh, I love the answers. Raspberries. For me, it's papayas, I think. Cherries and raspberries. For me, it's papaya. I bought a papaya this week. I was so happy when they opened the border of Belgium, just because I knew I could go to the place where I get the best papaya. So now I just cut it here, my cake in the middle. And you can do a really high cake, but in the case I decided to do a small one for obvious reasons. Time. Otherwise I would have to pre-bake 2 cakes and then I will have too much of a waste. Feijoa. I don't know feijoa. I think I asked already this question, no? Or I have a deja vu probably. Hello, health coaching, Elu. I will bring you here just to show you the pineapple. You see that now it starts to really to shine up, like the sugars are caramelizing. Then now just a little bit longer. I lower the heat here. I will cover the pan and leave 2 more minutes, and then we can start. 2, probably 3, 4, 5. Let's see. So here my cake is cut already. And then what you could do, lychees are also divine. Yes, I like lychees also. What you could do, you can make it humid. For me, in my opinion, this cake is already really moist inside. It has a lot of moist. Hello, Sarah de Brinch. George K, hello. What, lychees are hard to find in Canada? Yeah, here also just Christmas time, I think. For some reason they show up in the shelves, but they come from really far away. It's quite humid, so I don't like to humid, and especially because we are going to fill it up with the pineapple. So I don't really see the need, but it's your choice. Already choosing a plate. Should I take the green one? Green one, right? More tropical. I love this cake. It's one of my favorite recipes for cake. I like the smell. I'm just smelling that close because it's only me and Matty that is going to eat this cake. Unless someone braves candidates after me sneaking up my nose on it. So now my filling here is ready. I will just transfer the bowls. I'll put it in this small container here. And the rest I already throw in my cake here. Why not? Stop annoying me, little cooktop. Arranging here to have more space. My cinnamon stick here. Where did I put my there? Then I will just spread, and I like to do it when the pineapple is still warm, because then the pineapple also humidifies the, make the moist in the cake. Green from the cloud or whatever, yes. Nadia is, I don't know if Nadia is still online. I was going to ask her favorite fruit because I think she told me once and I forgot. But I like the favorite fruits of everyone. Besides nectarine, Claire, I have to say the nectarine, I like it, but I don't love it. Or do I? No, I don't think so. But for me, it's definitely pineapple the whole time. And then you can add, it's always papaya, sorry. Yes, I really like this cake. In Brazil, this filling would have a lot more sugar because if you know Brazilian desserts, they make you thirsty after, really thirsty. So just spread more pineapple if you like a lot of pineapple. Then you close it here. I should have transferred here. Oh, I was driving. Oh no, don't do that then, please. I want to know your favorite fruit. I think you told me already, but I forgot. But if you are driving, don't answer me. Don't answer me. I'll add a bit more pineapple. Why not? Why not? Mango and raspberry. Mango is a good one. I bought cake every day when I was in Rio. So yummy. Really? Which cake did you buy in Rio? The coconut on the beach. A little bit fermented also. I always say that when we are tourists, we put ourselves in so much danger and nothing happens. But if you know the danger and you go for it, then something will happen. And the danger is not security in Rio, it's the fermentation on the beach. But which cakes did you have in Rio? Let me know. So now here my frosting here is ready, and then I start to spread all around. And you can do only on the top if you want, and you can do tops and sides as you prefer. But we did not, it's a yummy cake, it's a rustic cake. You don't need to worry about being too perfect, especially because this is not a buttercream. So it has the stickiness of, sugar and stuff. So it's not meant to be the least kind of cake. There was a little shop in front of my cousin's place. We tried them all, but the one with pineapple was the best. Really? I always, as a kid, I would not have fruit cakes. I loved fruit, but I would not have much fruit cake besides the strawberry cake that my mom made, and it's still one of my favorites, but I never had it again. But as a kid, it was always my birthday cake, strawberry cream cake. I love that. But besides that, I would have mostly chocolate cake, brigadeiro cake. That is, brigadeiro is like the most sweet thing that you can ever eat, but also the most delicious. But you eat it one and you already feel like taking a glucose test and checking if you didn't become diabetic in 1 second. Okay, I will stop now because I'm a kind of obsessive person when I start doing that. And I go until I reach the perfection that doesn't exist. Brazilian carrot cake with chocolate frosting. Ah, this is definitely one of my favorites and the more childhood feelings. And I even remember that when I made the traditional European style carrot cake, I promised that I would eventually make the Brazilian version. In Cape Verde, they love chocolate brigadeiro cake too. You eat brigadeiros in Cape Verde? I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh yes, carrot cake with chocolate frosting is special. Should I do eventually one? I think I should. I think I will wait for my assistant to arrive to make this one, but definitely will make that. Then now, what I will do here. Now is the messy moment. What I do. I come here with my toasted coconut all around. Yeah, I toasted coconut, you know, just toasted coconut, but you can make it just normal coconut also. Por favor. Okay, a lot of people want the Brazilian carrot cake. It's really different than the European style, that's true. It's better, I have to say. It's different. I cannot say it's better, it's just different. When the cake is completely cold, it's a lot easier to make this step because you can really turn it to the side and nothing will move. As I know that my filling is still soft, it's not so easy, but if you wait that it cools down completely, it will be easier for you. And you know, I read something interesting today where they say there is no good food without a messy kitchen, and I totally agree with that. So don't worry if it's messy, worry if it doesn't taste good. In Cape Verde, they love everything coming from Brazil. Food, music, and the novelas. Don't distract people while watching Sacred Hour. Oh, I know the feeling. And I have to say that during the quarantine, I went back to the soap operas. And that's so bad because after you get so addicted. But Brazilian soap operas are the best. Sorry if there is any Mexican here because I know you also have a traditional for soap operas. But ours, we do it better. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I should stop here. I say that, but I don't stop. Have you realized? We made vegan moqueca yesterday and our kitchen is a mess. But it has to be a mess. Was it good, Anna? What did you use in your vegan moqueca? Okay. So, my mess here, done. I will leave this coconut here because I take it after the cake is cold. Then we will finish decorating with what? What we use it for decoration now? Let's see, I have still 15 minutes, so I can really go for it. Shiitakes and shredded coconut. Oh, that sounds amazing. Then the oil in the counter, farofa everywhere, delicious. The cake looks beautiful. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's see, what can I do here? piping bag is my best friend, and I know it's plastic, but yeah, it's the most hygienic thing to have it for piping. The tissue ones are not really hygienic. We are not really allowed to use that. Well, at home you are allowed to do whatever you want, but there's a music with pineapple cake, no? For kids, a song. Someone that has kids know how to tell me this song. It's something pineapple cake. What do you want to see next? By the way, I said that I was going to talk about the soup. I was thinking about doing the soup anyway on Wednesday. What do you think? And for this, for piping, I recommend that you do, at this point, pineapple pan. Oh, okay. I'll look it up after. I know for a kid of a friend of mine that once was singing that non-stop, but I didn't know the song exactly. Okay, for doing that, my tip is use it when it's still not warm, but not completely cold. It's easier to pipe because this cream will get quite sticky after it's cold. So far we have that. Then now, where's my pineapples here? Here, I'll just explain what I did, but of course it's non-mandatory. I just dried out in the oven some pineapples. And that is really easy. You turn the oven at, you slice the pineapples, a few slices. You turn the oven at 180. You put it in, you wait 10 minutes, you turn off the oven, and you let it inside for 30 minutes. It's a funny song. This is a pan, this is a pineapple pan. I don't remember even the song, but that's an interesting one. I'll look it up. And then you can decorate with some pieces of this dried pineapple inside over it. But of course, you can also use some fresh pineapples for decorating, as you want. The only way I can eat pineapples dried, or in a cake. In a cake, probably you can. Just cutting a few more here. Oh, thank you for the little hearts, people. I love that. Instagram loves that. Because I never, I stopped asking people, share with a friend and everything, because I find it a bit annoying. But the truth is that helps. So hearts, sharing, inviting friends, all this helps so much. Hello, Tifo. What's your name, Tifo? Let me know so I can say hello. Someone. So now cake is ready. So I managed to make that in 40 minutes. This time in 50 minutes. No, 45 minutes actually. Marilene. Oh, hello, Marilene. Did I say it right? Are you Brazilian? I said it with a Brazilian pronunciation, so I don't know. Thank you for watching. I would cut the cake, but the truth is that if I cut the cake, I don't have a nice picture, and I need to have a nice picture. So I will not be able to cut it. Thank you. And what should I do on Wednesday? Should I make the soup or should I make something else? What do you think? Portuguese. Okay, some of the pronunciation was okay. Thank you. I love toasted coconut. Normally in Brazil we would do with normal white coconut around, But I love toasted coconut. I love it. I love everything that has coconut on it, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice already? Because I know that tofu, tempeh, and cashews you already noticed. But I don't know about my coconut obsession. Something else. Oh yeah, I know that you don't like black beans, Anna. Too hot for soup. You know, in Luxembourg, well, it's okay. Today it's okay. Yesterday was quite cold. Thank you for the little hearts, people. So, but by the way, you are the only one answering me, so I think I'll have to take your opinion in consideration, Anna. Wow, people, thank you for watching. I will take a print screen here, a print shot here. It's hard to do. Came back. Do you have a good recipe for vegan lasagna? Yes, I do. I will send you back. I have to look it up in my computer. There's a long time that I don't make a vegan lasagna. I want a piece. So, you can come and get it, Julia. You can come and get it. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for watching. And yes, I think our life came to an end because today I was well prepared. I'm really proud of myself. I made the cake in advance. I'm really proud because I made it work because I was so ashamed last time that I made a cake that I had to finish after the live. So this time it worked. And yes, I will post the recipe tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes, now it comes always in the next day. Or even one day in advance. I'm working on it. I'm proud. Little evolutions in organization and I'm already proud. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon on Wednesday then, probably. Hope you all come on Wednesday. And that's it. I feel sad, you know. I was alone by my whole day, so I love to talk to you. But I have to say goodbye and see you next time. Thank you.